So in continuation with the configuration videos, we will this is the second video where we are working on the target system settings in Central Finance. So in previous video we covered activate business function and assign AIF runtime configuration group to replication objects. This video we will cover the highlighted area where we have maintain RFC assignments and we activate text consistency check for company code, and we have decimal places for currency in source system. And in next video we will cover define handling of recon accounts, and we also will discuss on substitute original document type. Maintain RFC assignments and setting for source system. So here what we do is you make the settings for source system and maintain RFC destination for the source system. So here basically you connect, include your source system, the source system logical system details, and we also connect via RFC system. So of course you know when source and target talks, they talk through RFC connections, require remote function call, and those RFC connections will have users, of course user password, and then RFC setup has to be done. And before that it is important that all your systems are in the system landscape directory SLD, so that they can be well connected through RFCs. So here what you do is if you go into this maintain RFC assignments and setting for source system node, you will see this screen, the first part where you include your system. You say logical system ABC, and you define it is a third party. If you can ignore this check if it is your SAP system, and then if your clearing transfer is activated, you can simply select the box. If it is not, you just ignore it. Clearing transfer is more relevant for central payment, so we will talk about when we come to central payment configuration. Now when you added the source system in detail here, the logical system, the name, the definition, third party, and clearing transfer, on the left hand side you click on the RFC destinations, and under RFC destinations now you will see these standard drop downs where you have extracting data for financial statement, mapping, manage mapping, comparison report, side panels, and other areas like management, accounting, and commitment. So here you include the RFC destination for each system, for each all the RFC destination detail for each source system. So if you see on the top there is a source system which says logical system, and for each logical system you have to configure the details. Whatever is in your scope of Central Finance, these are all standard. So you configure all these areas and you add RFC destination, and then you save it. So once this is done, your RFC assignment and setting for source system is complete. Then we go for the next activity, which is activate text consistency check for company code. In this activity, you can activate or deactivate the text consistency check for individual company code. So here what happens is you have a source system which have some text settings, and you have your target system which have some text settings. So here system do the comparison, and it is very important. You can also see the company code for which central payment with text consistency check is active. You cannot activate central payment in this activity. This activity is not for activation of central payment, rather for those company code which central payment is active. You want to ensure that your source system text details and target system text details are matching, so that you can use central system as for tax reporting purposes. So what you do here is you add your logical system, for example ABC client 100. Then you say source company code, so you have to include each company code line by line. It may be a case that per logical system you may not include all your company codes in central payment, so that's why there is a filter of company code. And then you say okay, send text consistency check active or not active, central payment with text consistency check. So if your central payment is active, then you select the first option. If your central payment is not active, then you select the second option. So that's how we complete this activity. And here's what system does is system compare the text in the consistency check report. When you run the actual execution report, system compares the text setting of the source system as well as the target system. And the last part for today is decimal places for currency in source system. So in this activity, you set number of decimal places for currencies of the source system if they are defined differently in the central finance system. So what happens sometimes, ECC systems are configured pretty long back, and you may have different settings. For example, For one currency, you may have Japanese yen, you might have 10 currency settings, but in Central Finance, you might use 8. So for any currency, wherever there is a difference in source and target of the currency decimal places, you configure this setting. If everything matches in source and target, you can ignore this configuration. So for example, in a source system, ABC client 001 for currency Hungarian franc is set to 0 decimal places, while in CFIN you are saying we want to make it 2 decimal places. So then what you need to do is you need to make these following settings. You give the client number in the logical system, you put currency, and you put in Central Finance system the decimal places as 0. So you have to exactly copy the decimal places of the source system actually. This is what you have to do. So even in the actual currency settings, you have given the decimal places 2, but here you have to make it 0 in this particular setting. So of course, what will happen is when the documents are coming from ECC side with 0 decimal places, system will convert it into 2 decimal, because on the CFIN side your setting says 2 decimal places. So this is just a balancing activity between two systems. And if your source system settings and target system settings for each currency is matching, for example, your source is also 0 and target is also 0, then you don't need to do this setting and you can ignore this configuration. So I think that's all for today. Of course, I will cover more areas in the next video on terms of configuration. Feel free to put your questions related to these topics related to configuration in the YouTube comments, and I will include, I will pick those up in the next videos. So this is Central Finance configuration video number 2. Do not forget to like, subscribe and share the channel, and any questions, as I said, feel free to share with me. Thank you so much and have a nice day.